Located in Warminster Township, a stable and prosperous middle-class community just north of Philadelphia, is a massive multi-million square foot structure known as the Naval Air Development Center, a Cold War research center active from 1949 to its closing in 1993. Today, the property is a sprawling industrial park of mostly wholesale distribution centers. Much of the Navy's research was secret, and much was conducted in underground laboratories and workshops. While the entrance to the OHS storage building is at street level, the ground rises rapidly. Thus, after a walk down a long hallway, entrance to our warehouse is deep underground, cave-like as there is no heating or cooling, yet the temperature remains constant. A dehumidification system keeps our collection dry and mold-free. Here in our 2,200 square foot warehouse, we have two categories of material. We have material that has been processed and cataloged, and then we have the opposite, material that has not been processed and cataloged. Behind me here is our largest processed and cataloged collection, that is of the Moeller Organ Company. In our special collections room at Stoneleigh, we have 182 boxes of Moeller material. Here, clearly, we probably have thousands of boxes of Moeller material, but it's all cataloged and is available for study. I pulled out one file for Moeller's Opus 2557, an organ built for a small Lutheran church in western Pennsylvania. The date of the contract is 1918. Typical of all Moeller contract files, we have correspondence. Sometimes the correspondence is just sent as a color sample. Sometimes it's Moeller saying, "You owe us 50 cents, please pay up." We also have oftentimes, not oftentimes, most of the time, a contract. This file appears not to have a contract, although we do have, it looks like, a very, very damn tight specification. And this purple material is very, very fragile, and if you touch it, it transfers to your fingers. So this is one of about 12,000 files we have on the Moeller Company. Okay, that's it for all. And then from here, I'll walk. And we have a collection of 19th century organ builders' toolboxes. The most interesting of which is the toolbox of Philip Wersching, the 19th century German immigrant who settled and built organs in Salem, Ohio. And this is his toolbox. It's beautifully made, easy to find materials in it because of these sliding drawers. One, go. I pulled a few organ builders' tools, common tools, out of the Wersching toolbox so that we could take a closer look at them. This is the friend of every pipe maker, and it's essential for voicing. This is a voicer's cut-up knife. The knives are very sharp, slightly triangular shaped, and voicers use these knives to make the proper cut-up on a metal flue pipe. And it's very handsomely wrapped in lacquered leather. But the organ voicer, pipe voicer, needs to know how far to make the cut up, how high to make the cut up, and he or she determines that with this beautiful tool called the proportional divider. This actually is an architect's tool, but it's been adopted by organ builders for 200 or 300 years. It's out of silver and beautifully made. Every organ builder recognizes this brass tool. It's a tuning cone. If the pipe is too flat, he puts the tuning cone down into the top of the pipe, flares it open a bit, and that makes the pipe go sharp. On the other hand, if the pipe is a bit too sharp and the tuner wants to make it go flat, we have the opposite of this. He taps the top of the pipe, that cones in the pipe and brings it down to pitch. And there must be at least a dozen of these mysterious looking lacquered maple sticks. And it took us quite some time to determine the use of these, but we discovered that here at the top of the bevel on many of them, there is discoloration. This is a note holder. Instead of a pencil, the organ tuner pushed this between the key and the key slip, holds the note down, and they're beautifully done with the right width.
Thank you for watching these episodes of OHSLA Today, and especially the series Bynum in the Bunker. Join us next month as we return to Stoneleigh and take a look at the ephemera that's inside our collection.